I'm Kev.
And I'm Steve.
And we're from the internet.
Want an extra episode of We're From The Internet every week? Head over to we'refromtheinternet.com/bonus to get an exclusive weekly bonus episode 100% free.
Evening, it's the Hairy Steve. Just wondering if you prefer comparison questions or just a straight up question.
I think that was a slight at us for him to say evening when he knows full well it's 10 to 3 in the morning when we're recording this so that we can get it out on time. Are you upset by that? Are you as upset as I am by that?
I'm too morning tired to be upset.
Yeah, we've got to find a way to not have to get up and do these live.
Well,
they're not
there was
live.
a way.
We upload them as we finish recording them and then they get uploaded.
I wish there was a way we could get these out on the internet on a regular...
It's all right for you. I'd turn up at your house at 3:15 every morning, toot the horn, and you trot on into the car. I have to get up early to drive you here.
Sometimes I wait until you've tooted the horn, the standard 10-15 times. Want to make sure you've really given that horn a good going at.
Well, you have to warm a horn up in the morning.
Exactly.
If you, like those drivers out there amongst you will realise that the first thing you do when you turn your car on in the morning is really warm that horn up in case anyone cuts you up on the way to work.
It's early, it's going to be cold as well, so you make sure the horn's warm.
I find it's particularly necessary if you ever find yourself on a campsite in the middle of the night. Because what if a wolf comes? You need to have the horn there to scare them away.
I often shout fire now and again just to make sure that I'm practiced and loud.
Is that before or after you've kicked over all the fire buckets?
I haven't done that since I was 5.
You do that every time you go camping.
I'm going
kick
camping in
over,
August.
and are you going to kick over the fire buckets?
I've never thought about it till just now, but I might do for old time's sake.
How do you propose, if you're going camping in August, how do you propose we do? Have I got to drive to wherever you're camping at 3 o'clock every morning?
A rather good point. It hadn't even crossed my mind.
You could always Skype in, assuming you're not completely in the wilderness.
I was going to take a laptop with me, so maybe I shall.
Yeah, that'd be a good solution to it every day, really, if you could just Skype in. I could do it from my bed then. Wouldn't have to put trousers on.
Nah, we need the rapport in the same room. It's not the same. We tried.
Our legs are touching under the table.
That's it. Now, do you like a comparison question or a straight question then?
This was a comparison question that he's asked there, wasn't it? You see what he did there.
I prefer him being like that because it gives us something to ponder about and keeps us on track like we have been for the past 2 minutes.
Beard or no beard? There you go. There's a comparison question for you.
I haven't shaved in about an hour.
Here's your non-comparison question. Do you like beards? Which question do you feel most comfortable answering?
I suppose we can get more out of a direct question because I could say, well, it depends on the circumstances, blah, 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 blah. Whereas beard or no beard, kind of limiting us to answer it now. Don't say anything but yes or no. Or...
It comes down to good questionnaire writing technique. If you want us to pontificate for a full 10 minutes, we need an open-ended question that allows for pontification room. What we should do is when people ask a direct comparison question, we should just do the one-word answer and then hang up. And then that'll be that.
We're not on the phone.
We just agreed we were Skyping now.
We're not right now, though.
I've turned Skype on.
As well as being a raconteur, can we be a pontificator?
Yeah, that should go on our business cards. I was listening to a podcast the other day who they are in the same building, they're in the same house, but they Skyped the call together from different rooms. So one of them goes over the other one's house and goes and the one who lives there goes and sits on their bed, while the guest in said house is downstairs in the same house. And then they Skype together.
Wow.
Weird, isn't it? We should do that. I might come around your house, sit in your bed, and then you can Skype in from downstairs. Can we do that from now on?
No, I don't want you at my house.
I'll tell you what, when it comes to questions, I don't care what sort of questions they are. I just want a lot of them.
Yeah, lots of questions. Lots of...
Anything that's bothering you. Yeah, anything that crosses your mind, we're happy to waffle about. I reckon we can do a 10-minute waffle on any question that's ever been asked. The more inane, the better.
I want people to kind of try and challenge us on here's something they won't
grow
get
a
10
moustache.
On.
There you go. There's a challenge for
just
you.
like things we can't answer for 10 minutes.
That sounds like it's going to have to be research. Oh, you're making our job harder.
Nah.
I don't want it. I don't want to have to try hard. I like just being able to turn up, wang a microphone in front of me, and just start yakking about my day. Which rarely has there been much of a day because we do it so early in the morning. Perhaps we should try staying up late and doing it. Do you reckon we could get away with doing it the night before and then just scheduling it to come out? Or
I don't think people would like if they found out we were recording more in advance.
Yeah, we'd be risking missing out on breaking news as well. Like, I don't know, anything could happen.
That
between...
Godzilla attack that happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no one saw that coming.
Exactly, and if it hadn't have been for the fact that we record these live, we wouldn't be able to comment on it now. Personally, I think the media coverage was a little overdone. I was watching on Sky News, and Eamon Holmes was he looked panicked.
He was trying to climb it. I mean, everyone says a lot of things about Eamon Holmes, but when Godzilla attacks, that man's straight on his back.
He's a busy man, isn't he? Because he does Sky News every morning, and then he goes and does that thing on ITV every day.
And he eats a lot as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, do you reckon he still lives in Ireland and flies over every morning? B, do you reckon Sky and ITV share a building? Is it just a case of he spins his chair around and he's in a different studio?
Up until he tried to, climb to the summit of Godzilla, I often wondered how the hell he even had a career. It seems odd that both Sky and ITV are paying him to travel anywhere.
That's because he's a jolly chap. He's
Irish.
Housewives love him. He's a cheeky chappy.
He's not a cheeky chappy.
He's a rascal. Eamon Holmes is a rascal.
It's like Lorraine Kelly. She's not.
No, she's just annoying. But Eamon Holmes is a rascal, and housewives adore him. I don't know what Lorraine Kelly is for. I think it's just to make the housewives feel better about themselves. At least I'm not Lorraine Kelly. That's what they're all thinking when they're watching that every morning.
So women like rascals, do they?
Yeah.
Interesting.
You of all people should know that the ladies like a rascal.
What are you trying to say?
You know a rascal.
I know many a rascal.
Yeah. I consider myself something of a rascal. Always up to no good. Cheeky little comment.
What about a rapscallion? Do they like a rapscallion?
I don't know. We need a female perspective, really. We should go and fetch some females from out on the old street there.
So, after setting that gauntlet of 10 minutes and anything, I'm here thinking, what else can I answer about comparison questions or direct questions?
What you're forgetting is, in our own unique style, it becomes hard if we actually try and ask the question.
Oh, definitely. We've gone off on one.
Someone said to me the other day, I've started listening to your show recently. Listen every day this week. You've not actually answered any of the questions yet. Steve sometimes answers, but you never, ever answer the questions. I respond to your answers. This is basically the Ask Steve while Kev mocks whatever he says.
Just, it's so that I remember my position on stuff. If we didn't have these questions, then when it came to like voting time and things like that, I wouldn't be able to find out my policy on anything. I plan to collect all of these up and then run for Prime Minister in about 8 years. Because by then we'll have covered every topic known to man.
I want to do the serious topics. They sound like hard work. I don't want to do anything.
I'll wing them. I'll leave them up to some boring jobs worth expert.
It still sounds like a lot of hassle. So any kind of research.
No, I'm not going to research anything. This is the research. I'm just...
What are you talking about? You decide... This is the only way you can decide what you think about.
Well, I'll ask, the show Wikipedia keeper, Lee McElwain. I'm sure he updates...
Have we got a Wikipedia page?
I assume he must update it daily.
I'd love that. I might have to... Where can I find this Wikipedia page?
On Wikipedia, I imagine.
Interesting. I'll search
if it's not there, I imagine Lee McElwain needs to...
Wikipedia.com/Kev, I assume.
But, there should be every question answered, what my view on it was, what your view on it was. And
every question answered would be a good name for a business. We should do that.
People could any question answered.
Yeah, people could text us their questions, and we could text a response back.
Yeah, I texted them saying, would my first child be a boy or a girl? And they said, he'll be a boy. And I said, well, let's put Spurs. And I said, he'll play for Spurs. And then it was a girl. So
they've boxed themselves into a corner there. If you text me every question answered, will my firstborn child be a boy or a girl? I'd have just said yes. There you go. There's your answer. Want to support the show? Do all your Amazon shopping through we'refromtheinternet.com/Amazon, and it doesn't cost you anything extra, but we get a little kickback on everything you buy.